didn't put in that laser. I'm gonna watch you do it.
Are they going up? They're gonna go out the field. Are they?
Yeah, yeah. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna.
Are they gonna march around here?
River Equipment, JC Siding and Construction, Nationwide, Omega Learning, Ortho Virginia, MB Roofing and Siding, Patient First, Portable Waste Solutions, Pietro's Pizza, Richmond Towing, Ortho On Call, Sonic, Southside Orthodontics, Stroh-Snyder Chevrolet, Touchstone Bank, and a huge thanks to Formation Sports. Tonight's game is being streamed on Facebook Live and can be seen on YouTube following the game. And the Thomasdale varsity football team would like to thank Chester Subway, located at Jeff Davis Highway and Route 10, for providing tonight's pregame meal. Huge thank you to Subway.
Part of it. I know. You can ask him. It's pretty pretty.
They should have helped me in on the first.
Yeah. Let's talk about how they should have taken the
This is us right here?
graveyard that's behind it, that oval.
This Building Empires. The band is under the direction of Mr. Michael Warnock and assisted by David Dokken, Matthew Little, and John Redley. This year's program is proudly sponsored by Dominion Energy.
Okay, so go to, is it on the Fox page or is it on Formation this time? So we go to Formation, and then oh, I like tagged them.
Did you?
So how do they find it?
Perfect.
What do they type in to find it?
Thank you.
Just on youtube.com/formation sports.
Oh, really?
after.
Well, no, I'm talking about live.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're live. Yeah,
Oh,
it's on
okay.
the app.
Formation Sports Facebook.
Okay.
Well, no, we're not broadcasting on Facebook. It won't let me do both.
He just told me that it is, and that I needed to tag it into Prince George.
Do YouTube for right now. For right now.
Is it gonna be live to YouTube?
Yeah, it's live now.
Is it YouTube live? Alright, so I know I'm blowing up questions, so we'll type in on YouTube to find that.
It's the same. It's on facebook.com/formation sports and youtube.com.
Oh, I've got it right here.
How'd you find it so fast?
YouTube Formation Sport, or yeah, yeah, just typed in Formation Sport. So, how do we share this?
Should we share?
You should, yeah.
Yeah, I shared it on the Facebook page to go to YouTube.
We hope you enjoy the Prince George High School Marching Royals.
Imagine us.
He wants me to tag Prince George County, but how do I do that?
Bring up your Facebook for a second.
Your page.
There we go. So now I've got Thomasdale Knight, Dark Moon on there, Bridgeforth Royals, and you.
There we go. Yeah, these windows make it kind of inconvenient. It's like a really Yeah. That's good. You're right there every time. You checking the
No. Here. Just put your headset back on for a second. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, I can hear us better now. Yo, 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 yo. Nothing. Yo, yo.
It's that one.
Oh, do it again.
Hey, you got me?
I got you. Here.
I hear mine a lot louder. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Do you hear me pretty good?
Hear you good?
Alrighty.
Actually, turn you up a little bit more. Just a
I
touch.
can't. I think we're under the same, so I'm just.
Oh,
Here, do it again.
my headphones. Anything for that? No.
I don't know how to really start messing with stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Yo, yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is your Prince George High School Marching Royals.
I didn't just like ruin your video, did I? I apologize. I did.
What'd you do?
I was talking the whole time.
Oh.
I think the biggest benefit is having it just so you can see them marching.
Right.
Because, you know, when we rehearse, you know, we're in front of the school and we're like,
Man, it feels good to be back at Thomas Dale High School Stadium. My name is Brad Wren. I'm here with my co-host Jesse Kirby. How you doing tonight, sir?
Not too bad. Really excited to be here. Thomas Dale coming off a big win last week, and same thing with Prince George. This is going to be a good one. I'm really excited for this.
Man, you take two teams almost feeling like must-wins. Here we go. Two teams, 4-2. Like you said, Thomas Dale coming off a 75-12. Prince George a 49-0. I mean,
both of them homecoming weeks.
What a game. What a game both of them had this week, and what a game this one is going to be.
It's shaping up to be a really good one. I mean, Thomas Dale came out to Metallica. How many high schools do you know coming out to Metallica?
Not many. It had that Virginia Tech feel to it.
It did.
The whole stadium was alive. People were jumping. I like it. I like the energy that we're getting so far.
11-20.
So we've got the start of the game. Looks like Thomas Dale is going to kick off to Prince George to start the game. What an exciting game, though. Again, I think this is one of the most anticipated games of the season. I mean, for the teams and for us, too. I mean, both of them 4-2. Again,
I'm looking really forward to be able to commentate this one. I mean, this is probably, I'm hoping this is going to be the best one we've done so far this year.
Yes, sir. So Prince George is going to take the ball on about the 5. Get it up to about the 22. Decent starting field.
Not bad of a return, honestly. I mean, think about it. Last week, that's kind of where their struggle suit was, even though they still had that blowout win. But already off to a pretty decent start here, and they didn't even snap the ball yet.
Yeah, last week, every kickoff, it just seemed like they were just getting lucky with flags and things like that. But they weren't getting great starting field to start a drive.
No, but they definitely didn't let Colonial Heights get any better than them last week.
And I think Colonial Heights got five total first downs. I mean,
I'm pretty sure you're right there.
Let's see if they can bring that intensity that they had last week to this incredible Thomas Dale team. They're going to snap back and start off with a pass that was
almost, and it batted down immediately, but I like coming out hot with the pass.
Me too. I mean, we talk about this all the time. I mean, Prince George has a pretty strong run game, but that's just not going to be enough for this team to take on Thomas Dale and to come away with a win here. You're going to have to hit them over the top.
And I love that they're showing them early that, hey, we're going to try to pass the ball tonight.
We're going to get you. Be prepared because you don't know what's going to come. We've got Sidney Crosby to run the ball. We've got some great receivers. You don't know what we're going to hit you with. And there you go, right from the very beginning.
And they all pile up right about the 25 and push it forward to the 30. Let's see where they spot it. Looks like they're going to spot it about the 27.
Wow, must have stopped him shorter. Yeah,
I think they started blow the play dead. And
right, there was a dog pile there for a minute. I think they were trying to figure out where they were, but I guess that.
I thought it was a huddle. I thought they were all going to call the play.
How you guys doing tonight? Yeah, just telling each other hello.
Y'all ready to lose? Whoever said that.
Yeah. I mean, it could have come from either one. So we've got a 3rd and 8 on about the 26. They're going to go with Sidney Rose to get stopped pretty early again.
I'm pretty sure it's the earliest we've ever seen Sidney Rose get the ball. Usually he's a second half back.
Every game that we've seen him this season, he's a second halfer for sure.
They got the ball out to what seems to be the 28, but I don't know.
About the 28, yeah, but they're just going to punt it away because that's going to be a 4th and 7. Not enough. I mean, you don't have a good enough field position to go for it. I think as this game progresses, you will see them go for it on 4th down, but it's just not yet.
Dale, though, with a great 3 and out to start this game. That's got to be a little energy boost for your defense, and I'll see if their offense can get the ball moving.
In great field position. Looks to be about the 49-yard line to start the game on the opponent's half.
That's about the 44.
44, yes, you're correct.
But already starting off in enemy territory, I mean, how much better could you ask for on your very first drive there?
And you have an explosive offense here. I mean,
Let's talk about that offense. Who do we got back there, bro?
I mean, already you've got Chris Tyree in the backfield. Let's see if they get him involved early or if they're going to try to show them that we can pass the ball too.
The Notre Dame commit. Let's see what he can do.
Sorry, Williams. And on Chris Tyree.
From very beginning, he gets the ball, doesn't go very far, gets it up to about the 42. Yeah, I mean, we could spend our entire show here tonight talking about Chris Tyree. What an incredible back, the #1 all-purpose in the country, Notre Dame commit already. Just an incredible player. I just saw the other day that he got invited for the Under Armour event that they do.
If you have Nick Saban show up to your hometown to talk to you,
you're doing something good. Looks like they do a little QB keep, gets it up to maybe about the 39.
Thomas Dale trying to rely on that run game early.
Again, I know that was a QB keep, but when you've got somebody as good as Chris Tyree back there, you do run the ball a whole lot, and your offense starts to adjust to that style play.
Well, you start pulling defense closer, and what happens when you do that?
You open up the backfield. So let's see what they go for. We've got about 3rd and 6 on the 40. This is where, again, you see that there looks like they're going for a blitz already. They're already pulling that defense in.
Screen pass over to the near sideline, and he's got the first down and more.
Takes it up to about the 20-yard line. That was a good screen, and that's what happens when you start early with the run. You pull those. So we've got a 1st and 10 on the 21. Thomas Dale ball, inching closer each drive or each play. Chris Tyree to the right gets it up a couple.
They got to at least have 3 spies on him tonight. I mean.
Somebody, even as a back, you've got to double coverage. I mean, you've got to have 2 guys.
Just think that was their whole game plan this week at practice.
You would have to hope. So they got about 2 on that one to take it to a 2nd and 8 on the 19.
Thomas Dale would want nothing more than to punch one in early right here. Both teams 4-2.
Show your dominance early. Snaps back for another good screen pass to Chris Tyree.
And he keeps fighting for it, 1 man to beat.
And it looks like he housed it. Chris Tyree with an early touchdown.
2 screen passes for Thomas Dale to get down the field. I mean, that was a very well executed drive. Nothing was passed forward. It was all running. It was all passed to the near sideline, and they punched one in right there. They use their speed. They use who they know they need to use. Very good drive, and it's starting off with very well field position for Thomas Dale there, going up 6-0.
I mean, to start off with that good a field position,
you have to capitalize.
You have to capitalize, and especially in a game like this, like I say, where both teams are 4-2, both teams looking to keep playoff hopes alive. That's the way they wanted to start this game.
Kick is up.
And it's good.
That was kind of a BB of a kick, wasn't it? It didn't have much height on it, but it had the speed there. So we got 7-0 Thomas Dale early on Prince George. Hopefully Prince George's offense can come back here and give us a game.
They definitely need to get it going early. To go a quick 3 and out on the last drive.
Well, you know they got to come in here and they got to try some things. Thomas Dale, they're going to use their run game. Prince George has got to figure out what will work against Dale. They don't have that one thing that they can really rely on.
I mean, it shows that they're going to use whatever they can. Again, with Sidney Rose early, again, we normally see Chris Allen for the first half of the game, and to see him early means that they're going to try to show them that we can hit you right in the mouth just like you.
We got weapons just like you do.
Exactly. So Thomas Dale's going to kick it off to Prince George. Let's see what kind of field position we get on this drive.
Ooh.
Bad snap. Or no, sorry, a great kick, but bad catch.
Yeah, that was a muff punt. He caught it. He almost caught it right about the 5-yard line. It just went straight through his hands, rolled into the end zone for a touchback, but definitely not something else you want to see right before you come back up on the field.
No, I mean this game is all about who can get hot first and who can catch the momentum first. And Prince George is going to have to do something fast if they're going to want to remain.
You don't want this game to get away from you. So right now you've got to come up with some kind of scheme to get out here, get the ball moving, put the ball in the end zone, stay in it the entire time. Pretty equally matched teams, you've got to stay with them.
Yes. Well, and Thomas Dale has shown that they are not scared to run the score up on you again. 75-12 last week. If you give them the opportunities, they're gonna keep capitalizing on it. They're gonna keep scoring on you, and they're not gonna stop until the game is over. I mean, they scored last week on their homecoming week. There is 8 seconds left on the clock. They kicked the ball off. Meadowbrook kicked the ball off to them. Time ran out, and they still ran it all the way in after the buzzer. They're not going to stop.
Keep your foot on the gas.
Find a way to stop them.
Make me stop is basically what they're doing with that.
So we've got a 2nd and 9 on the 21 Prince George ball. For the second time, they're going to go up to Sidney Rose. And Sidney Rose
powering his way.
He looks like he's carrying the
powering his way
back. He's going to get it up.
That looked about an 11-yard gain, 10-yard gain.
He good enough for a first down.
That'll move the sticks. Keep them feet churning.
We've got somebody down right now on the Prince George side. That was a mess. I don't know what happened, but it kind of looks like he might have gotten trampled in that
I expect a lot of those pile-ups, though, because both of these teams rely on that run game a lot. So you know they're going to be stacking the box. You know they're going to be sending pressure. I expect a lot of huddles. I just hope I don't see that many players down.
I mean, you never like to see it, and it looks like that's Sidney Rose down, and that is not a good sign for Prince George to start this game. Sidney Rose is, again, one of their most explosive offensive threats, and you don't want to lose him early.
Any of your threats you don't want to lose, especially any of your starters, especially this early in the game, too. That's we're only about halfway through the first quarter here.
Thomas Dale going to take a knee, the entire team.
Very respectful, Sean.
So to get back what we were saying earlier, how exciting it is to be back. Me and Jesse actually graduated from Thomas Dale in 2012, and we won states in 2010?
I think it was 2010, yeah.
It's exciting to see that Thomas Dale is back. They had a couple of years there where they were playoff bound but never really could get anything moving. But this team that we're seeing this year is one of the best teams that I've seen out of them in a very long time.
And the two losses, I think, wasn't Chris Tyree not starting those two games?
No, he started he played in Hermitage. It came down. Thomas Dale played Hermitage. It ended up being a 21-19. It was right at the end of the game. They kicked a field goal to try to tie it up and go into overtime, and it was an easy kick, like a 20-yarder that they just missed. You know, it happens, and it caused them to not go into overtime. Which
nerves can be a thing that can just.
It is. I mean, especially when you've got no time left. I mean, we always talk about that. The kicker, although it's not the hardest job, it's the most clutch job.
Think about it. Every time you go on the field, you're either giving the ball away and you got to put it somewhere good, or you got to score points. Every single time you walk on that field, you always have pressure on your shoulders. The team is all looking at you and ready to point a finger.
Exactly, because I mean, in that case, he missed the kick, costed them the game.
They could have been 5-1 right now, but hey, they're still battling it out.
They did play Hopewell in Hopewell, which Hopewell is an amazing organization this year. They lost pretty badly on that one. They lost 44-7, but as you said, Chris Tyree was not playing that game.
The standout to me, though, on this win-loss thing with Thomas Dale is that win. They shut them out 28-0. The Battle of Chester. I don't think in the 4 years me and you were here that we ever saw that kind of domination over LC Bird.
I don't know that we ever saw a win against Bird.
I want to say I saw maybe 1 or 2 just because I want to be hopeful, but
I wouldn't bet money on it. That's for sure.
It's always at least a good one. You know, it's the atmosphere in that one. That's a real rivalry there.
Oh, it's got that Redskins Cowboys feel to it.
That Texas Oklahoma. That.
So we've got Prince George ball, 2nd and 10 on the 30-yard line with just under 6 minutes to go.
Almost intercepted.
Nearly intercepted. Thomas Dale's defense is coming out as hot as their offense is and showing that, again, we're here to play. And we're not
I believe the defense gave the offense the life, and the offense kept it going because the defense come out with a 3-and-out shutout. The offense comes out, scores a touchdown, and now look at the defense still right here.
I mean, my man is doing push-ups on the field right now.
Got to keep that blood flowing, man. You don't want to lock up. It's cold out there.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a 3rd and 10 on the 30. Prince George ball. They're staying in shotgun. They're going to go for a pass. And then batted away and
Intercepted on the 20-yard line. Wow. Thomas Dale came to play, and there will be some ball hawks on defense and some dominant running and screen pass game so far on offense.
I love it. I love it. You know, and again, you hope for a game, but if Thomas Dale is looking at this, is that if you're just going to give us the ball, we're going to take it.
So far, it looks like Thomas Dale prepared this week very heavily, and it looks almost like Prince George is still trying to figure out what game plan they need to use right now to make it work against this Knight defense. And Knight defense is just holding up on everything they've thrown at them so far.
So we've got Thomas Dale with the ball, 1st and 10 on the 21-yard line. They're going to go to Chris Tyree to the right side, so an open.
Being dragged down, too.
Yes.
Tackle made by number 54, Antoine Ellington.
So that's going to be a 2nd and 9, still on the 20-yard line with 5:25 to go at this quarter. I'm hoping we are going to see some deep passes from Thomas Dale. And I know they haven't had to use it yet because they've had great field position on both drives, but you're hoping that you start to see something over the top because, again, we're getting close to playoff time, and you need to start figuring out what are we going to do to go far in this, you know? Good pass rush from Prince George, but doesn't matter. QB Keep gets it up to about the 15-yard line.
Just coming out and not giving up, you know, it's keep using what's working.
Oh, I don't think that was the way the plan for that play. I think they were going to try to pass it, but the pass rush just got to him so fast, but the QB was able to stay on his feet, stay focused, and able to pick up a good couple of yards. Gets him to a 3rd and 1 on the 12-yard line. You'd have to imagine that with 1 yard to go, they're just going to shoot it up the middle. But
You don't think they're going to pass it, bro?
No.
QB Keep over the middle, too.
To jump over his own line. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
1st down, Knights. Just inside their 10-yard line, too. This is Prince George defense needs to step up here if they want to stay in this game early.
It's looking like it might get ugly fast. First and 10 on the 10.
Dale's got 3 receivers to the right.
Chris Tyree
motion.
Cutting back. Oh, to a nice little pitch forward.
Good gain of about 5, maybe 4 there.
80. 7 and 80.
That takes us, they got 4 out of it, so that takes us to a 2nd and 6 on the 6. This Thomas Dale sidelines over here is loving what they're seeing already.
Oh, I mean, the energy that they've already have. I mean, sparked early, too.
Snap back for a pass.
Over the middle.
Oh, just missed. That was good coverage, though.
It looked like it was almost an interception there.
Flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play. So that takes him to the second down with 16 on the 16. I missed what that flag was, but it did back Thomas Dale up 10 yards. So second and 16, or sorry, second and 20. QB gonna snap back for a pass to an open Chris Tyree, gets it up to about the 15-yard line.
Good pick. I mean, that was a good pass, though.
It was a little high, but Chris Tyree was able to
He put it
jump
where
up
he
there and
needed
get
it.
Yeah.
Third down for Mike.
Tempo.
Able to get 5 out of that. Third and 15. 2 minutes and 42 seconds left of the quarter.
Third and very long, though.
Good. I mean, close enough for a possible field goal if they aren't able to punch it in here.
Another screen with a move.
Oh man, puts them in great field goal range.
Pretty sure that was, he got to about the 5-yard line. If he would have just kept his feet under him, that was a touchdown. And I'm pretty sure that he wishes he could run that one back.
You know me, 4th down, 5 to go. You've been driving the ball this far. Go for it, and it looks like they are.
I think they listened to you very fast. I think they read your mind from up
I
there.
think they should. Take some chances.
Let's see what they do. Fourth and 5 on the 5 too. Oh,
Bad snap. And sometimes you go for it and it doesn't work out. That's the gamble you take.
It's definitely a gamble on 4th down, and that time it just the snapper just couldn't get the ball straight to the quarterback, you know. And
It's not a bad idea though, and the reason why in that position I like to go for it is because
look
now,
at the field position
right,
you give the
now
other
you
team.
put
They're so
Prince
far back in
George-
their own territory.
Yeah, they haven't been able to really move the ball at all this whole game, so putting them on the 11,
Deep in their own territory. Imagine where that punt's going to go if they
Right.
get another 3 and out here.
that's going to put you back on this side of the 50 again.
You're going to get another shot, so you just hope your defense stands up like they have so far this whole first quarter.
So we got Chris Allen still in the back, which scares me. Oh, I see Sidney Crosby over there with crutches. That is not a good sign. Prince George is able to get the ball up to
The 15 or the 16, depending on where they spot. That looks about the 16.
Also went on that tackle. Number 5, Messiah Williams.
It's going to be a 2nd and 15 on their own 16. Yeah, Sidney Crosby on the other end, and crutches already means that he is probably not coming back this game, and that hurts. Sidney Rose. I don't know why I keep saying Sidney Crosby. I apologize. That is a professional athlete. But, you know, I'm hoping the best for Sidney Rose.
Maybe one day he'll be the level of Sidney Crosby.
Nice pass to the right.
Oh, and he loses it.
He was able to get it back, but
So you got them here with a 3rd and 5 on their own 16. You just need your defense to stand up one more time, and you got your ball back, you know. But Prince George has got to figure out how to get this ball moving.
you know the defense has got to be looking at him like, we just bailed you out here. You know, we stopped from giving up some points. Like, help us out. Let us rest
Help
on the sideline. Yeah, let us rest for a minute.
3rd and 4 for the Royals.
3rd and 4. Clock still ticking. About 40 seconds left of this quarter. Let's see what they go for.
3rd and manageable. See what they do. Pass
Another
across
pass.
the middle, and
Looks like he's got it. Gonna be good enough
gave
for
him
a
a
first
catch.
down.
First down, Prince George. There we go.
That that's Morris. We have seen him a lot. I know Prince George this entire season has relied heavy on the run game, but you forget that Morris is on the end there, and he's made some plays. When we saw him down in Churchland, what was that? It was like a 30-yard bomb that he caught for a touchdown.
And it was pretty spectacular too. He had a big night at home, I think before Churchland too. I want to say he was one of the.
Tucker.
Yep, there it is.
That's what you have to do. Again, you know, when your star running back goes down, you've got to show them that we've got other options. That we're not
relying on one person.
Right.
Okay. We can come out here with a whole bunch of different people that can play these positions. We're not scared. We're not scared. We still have all these other options.
That is only the second first down of the game for Prince George, though. So you're hoping that
They're getting some traction.
You're hoping that these other options can get you moving. It's still very early. That was the end of the first quarter. We'll start the second quarter.
Knights still leading 7-0 over your Prince George Royals. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 on the Royal 22.
7:30, West Springfield versus Missoula.
We got a
Once again,
flip on the field here. We're going to go to the other side.
December 26th, 27th, and 28th.
You're like,
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Prince George's offense coming back out on the field. Looks like they took a minute to kind of put together a plan. You know, I think that's what they're telling each other is, again, it's still early. Yes, we're down a touchdown, but our defense held up. We just need to capitalize now.
And Thomas Dale, you know they just met on that sideline saying, all right, guys, that'd be the one first down we want them to have this drive. Let's keep it going like the other ones.
A nice pitch to the left side.
He caught in the backfield. Yes. I think he might have got back up to the line of scrimmage there.
I think he might have lost one. Looks like it's going to be about a 2nd and 11 now. Thomas Dale's defense is definitely feeling good. So far, they feel like they're more than doing their job.
I mean, they've held this to a no score throughout a whole quarter.
I mean, to 2 first downs.
Yeah, that's another very impressive stat so far.
I like how they're all spread out. They're anticipating anything. Oh, if he could have hit number 11 right there, he is open in the middle. But he just throws it away. I think number 11 there, Morris, he just got a little too far out. I don't know that the quarterback could have made that pass.
I'm telling you, the defender was chasing him down with a passion.
Yeah, but he had it by 3 or 4 steps. I think had he been able to get him the ball or seen that he was open,
No, I was talking about on the quarterback. I mean, he almost got a sack back at the 10-yard line.
Pass rush was incredible.
He was coming in there like a raging bull.
So we've got a 3rd and 10 on the 22. 11 minutes to go in the half. Snap back for another pass. Deep to Morris. Looks like he's good for a first down. Gets it to number 36.
His name a lot tonight.
But you have to. Again, when you lose your star player, you've got to rely on your other star players, and that's what they're doing. I think that's a good play.
Prince George seeming like they're starting to get some things figured out here. They've got 2 first downs on this drive, haven't they?
Better start than we've seen. That's what I like, though. So again, Thomas Dale has relied on the run and the screen so far. So yeah, it's pulling that backfield in, but they're not doing anything with it. They're not throwing it over the top. Prince George is kind of spreading it out.
Throughout the season, we haven't seen. There's that one.
There's the interception by Thomas Dale. Man, what seemed like a good drive they had going on.
That's just a smack to the stomach, you know what I mean? Just that. Oh, we finally get something going, and Thomas Dale was just all over that one. I mean, it fell right into his lap almost.
So that's gonna get. Oh, there is a flag on the play.
Oh,
it looks like it's on the defense.
This one might be coming back.
Yep, pass on the defense. That is going to move the chains. I tell you, roughing the passer. I like when when my team can march down the field and pick up those first downs by yourself. But if you can't do it and you have to rely on a flag, I'll take them first downs any way I can get it.
Hey, I will let the flag be my best buddy. All right? If it's got to trot me all the way down the field, I don't care. I still got down there.
Curtis Allen with a big run to the right. Gets it up about 4, maybe 5 yards. Takes it up to about the 40.
And they have crossed over into Thomas Dale territory for the first time tonight. Let's see if they can capitalize on it.
I don't think Thomas Dale's defense knew what hit him right there. Chris Allen, he looked like he was going up the middle and was able to do a nice cut to the right and pick up pretty good yards.
Let me think about it. All the times that we've seen Prince George try to attack that middle, have they ever bounced it to the outside? No.
Not really.
They just keep pounding that rock up the middle, and I think that's what Thomas Dale.
There you go, right up the middle. Curtis Allen, right up the middle, takes it to the right and gets it up to about the 22-yard line.
Another first down for Prince George.
Caught fire now. Let's see if they can get it in the end zone.
Thomas Dale needs to get their feet back under them, or this one's going to be tied up here in just soon.
The football fan in me hopes so.
I love a good shootout.
I love a good game. Gonna take a quick timeout. That's gonna put them on a 1st and 10 on the 25 with 9:45 to go in the half.
Once again, the Thomas Dale.
That's a good momentum boost. You know, for Prince George to struggle there at the beginning, but kind of find their feet now.
They're just trying to find their game plan. You know?
I like that they've thrown 2 interceptions and they're not veered from the pass. Yeah,
it's not scaring them.
Yeah, we had 2 good Curtis Allen runs, but they're still throwing it.
To beat this Dale defense tonight, they're going to have to show some different looks, showing that all-run offense like they did against Churchland and Tucker and all these other teams they played. That's not going to work here.
I mean, I think Churchland, we saw 4 total passes.
I'm pretty sure we could have counted them on one hand. I'm pretty sure.
Curtis Allen up the middle again.
Pounding his way
through some tackles. Good.
Did you see him lower his shoulder twice to get through there?
Good run. Gets about 6 out of it.
Good pickup.
2nd and 4 on the 19.
This is the first time Prince George has been in the red zone.
Thomas Dale sideline screaming pretty loud for their defense, hoping to get a stop. Curtis Allen up the middle to the right with a nice spin move for a first down.
I am terrified to see what he can do when he actually gets some open space. I mean,
I was worried about the running game when we saw Sidney Rose go down, but Curtis Allen has taken on the challenge.
Put me in, coach. I can play.
Reminded me of Christian McCaffrey. He had 4 broken tackles on 1 play.
He made Tampa Bay look like they were on a slip and slide out there in London last weekend.
Curtis Allen with the run again. That is now the 3rd time in a row we've seen that play.
If it's working, keep feeding it. Keep feeding it if it's working.
You don't want to overdo it, and that's what
definitely
I'm
don't.
scared
You need
of.
to know when to pull that trigger and send something some other way.
I mean, again, you've gotten 2 first downs by passing the ball to Morris. Let's not forget that he's over there. You've gotten a couple of good plays out of him, but I'm scared that if you overdo it,
A perfect pass to me right here would be a play action.
Yeah, I mean, if they throw it to Morris, Morris is over there by himself. Safety. Oh man.
Curtis Allen looked like he ran into his own guy there. That defensive front pushed the whole line back into their own running back there.
Number 42, Brandon Camarasano.
going to be a 3rd and 7 on the 7. Man, that looks like Curtis Allen taking a step off the field.
You still don't panic.
Man, are you going to take all my backs? Are we going to lose them all in the first half?
Well, when you keep making somebody a workhorse, you make them more prone to it.
That's what I'm saying. You got to be able to pass the ball around because when you do that, my man just took a beating. 4 plays in a row.
Thomas Dale's fan section over here stomping their feet.
This place is shaking. I feel like there's an earthquake going on. Number 3, QB keep, and he's able to keep it, but it looks like he just went out of bounds.
Oh, he thought he had it.
Yep.
He was ready to celebrate.
Looks like he went out of bounds at the line of scrimmage. They're not going to get any yards on that play. 4th and 7 on the 7.
And to no surprise, they're going for it. Oh, maybe not.
I don't like that decision.
You don't like to, I know you don't, Mr. Risk Taker. I know you don't. Trust me.
Get in the game, you know, and I know a field goal is just 4 points down, but I want to tie this game up early.
There's still a lot of football left to play. We still got about 7 minutes left in this second quarter.
I just don't like putting the ball back in the Thomas Dale's hands without that score.
Kick is up. And it is good. That was a great kick.
So that puts us at 7-3 with 7 minutes and 12 seconds left of the half.
And honestly, if you're Prince George, you come back with your head a little high there. Yeah?
You put some points on the board.
You got some points on the board, but you drove down the field with 1 flag.
Yep.
Other than that, that was all you. You had an interception, but it was taken back. You go over to that sideline, like, all right, we're starting to figure it out. Let's keep rolling with it. Defense, go get us the ball again.
Let's hope they can. Thomas Dale is over here jumping and bumping into each other already. They're feeling good about this, and they haven't even gotten the ball yet.
You're trying to stay fired up and warm at the same time.
It's a chilly night.
It's brisk in the air tonight.
It's my favorite weather. There's no better time than football season.
Couldn't agree with you anymore, buddy.
Little squid kick. 2 flags. Not sure what the flags are on. But
they caught me off guard.
That's an odd move. I don't know that I'm squid kicking it this early.
I don't think they're going to do it this time. I like the gutsy move. It's first half. Let's surprise them with an onside or a squib. Try to get the ball back in their territory. Yeah, I don't feel like it was the right time.
No, I don't think that was the right time to try that move. Maybe it was just a bad kick. I'm not really sure what happened because they weren't lined up for an onside. So if they were, that was horribly executed. I don't know what the plan was there. I'm just going to chalk that up to a bad kick.
Let's go with that.
But they get a redo.
And he booms this one away.
Kicks it
To the
back
15. Finding his blockers, trying to cut across field.
all the way to the left side.
Cuts a move. Catches another block. Turns the corner on it. And he could.
Going. He is 50 up to about the 43-yard line. What a return.
What a return. He ran the length of the football field.
There is a flag
before he crossed the 50.
I'm wondering what that flag is on. It looks like it may be on the kicking team.
Personal foul looked like a chop block on the receiving team. That personal foul is going to call that all the way back.
You know he is upset with whoever just called.
I just
that
did
flag.
all that running.
It's like, man, I just ran 70 yards here, and
I'm telling you, he had to
gonna
do
get
more
credit
than
for
that.
20?
He started at this sideline, went all the way back to the other sideline, came back, and then went up
Yeah,
it.
I think he went over there and said hello to the cheerleaders and cut back to his own team. So Thomas Dale's going to start off 1st and 10 on the 25. Let's see what they start off with here. They're going to go for a run right up the middle, only to pick up a few.
Number 4, Chris Tyree.
80. Number 8.
6 minutes and 37 seconds and counting on the half. 2nd and 8 on the 27. I think at this point they are going to try to run the ball a little more to kind of wear down that clock, go into the half with the lead.
That's definitely what you want to do. You want to go into the half still with the lead, even if it's only 4 points, even if it's just 1 point. You want to go with, God, still decorating the field with flags. But you want to go in your house, you want to go up, get hyped up from your coaches, come back out here again, and try to make some more magic happen.
Flag is going to be a holding on Thomas Dale. It's going to back him up a little further. For Prince George, this is best case scenario because now you're a 2nd and 20 on my board here saying the 27, but it looks like we're going to be on about the 15. That's good position.
Good call.
Yep, 2nd and 20 on the 15, 6 minutes to go in the half. This is where, as a defense, this is the position you want to be in. Can we stop you from gaining yards, gaining 20 yards 2 more times? That's all I'm asking, 2 more times.
At max 3, but I don't imagine they'd go for it on 4th down this deep if they do. Pass over the middle.
Wow, great pass.
And it's a 1st down. He's staying still on his feet. He's going. 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Goodbye.
Wow. I was not expecting that. When my man picked him up and was about to body slam him, and he stayed on his feet, but there's
another flag.
Man, Williams just ran that one to the house. Oh, man.
Touchdown.
They're giving it to him.
Touchdown, Thomas Dale. That puts them up 13-3 with 5:36 still left to go in this half. They might be going up 14-3 depending on this field goal, but wow, what a play there.
That looked like a WWE move, didn't it? The body slam. It really was like, nope. I'm going to stay on my feet and then house it.
This one's going to the crib with me. I'll be right back, guys. Wow, what a play. That was great.
Shut him down early. Thomas Dale about to go for their extra point.
Oh, nearly blocked.
But it looks like he's going to get it. 14-3, 5 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in the half. It's a different feel for an offense coming out now, 14-3. You're really starting to feel like this is a must-score drive.
You come out here and you know, all right, I got to get my feet in. Let's go. We got to get the ball moving, and we got to put it in the end zone. We can't get that close and then not put it in there again. Let's try to put another drive together, and let's put this one in the end zone so we can at least go into halftime, hopefully down by 4.
We just heard Dinwiddie and Hopewell are putting on a battle, and Dinwiddie's winning 13-0. Again, Hopewell is a 6-0 team. They have been unstoppable this season.
That is pretty impressive. I mean, from what Hopewell has done so far this season, to have Dinwiddie doing that, they must have overly prepared to get into that
Prince George, they put on a battle against Prince George. It was 27-24 in overtime. You know Thomas Dale's not liking to hear that because they've still got to play them in 2 weeks. Or sorry, 3 weeks. Thomas Dale setting up to kick this ball back off to Prince George. Good kick to about the 30-yard line.
Oh, and he breaks free.
He breaks free and gets it.
And
up, and he's
still-
still on his feet again. My man was trying to slam him, and he stays on his feet. Like this game is starting to feel emotional at this point. Like they're not just going for a tackle. They are trying to body slam these guys.
Prince George came right back out and said, you know what, you're going to have a big play, it's our turn. Let's us go get a big play, drive this kickoff right back across the 50, setting their offense up for a great drive, hopefully.
So that's going to take him up to about the 38. 5 minutes and 25 seconds.
Man, I tell you, whoever is cooking, that smells great.
We will use a couple of hot dogs up here, sir.
Ketchup and mustard, please, to anybody. Want some cheese fries on?
Curtis Allen is back. That was him with the run. It looks like he's going to get it about to the line of scrimmage again. But I'm glad to see that he's back. He was a big part of that last drive that got him into the red zone.
He got off the field under his own power. I was pretty excited for him because he didn't even know. He popped right back up, and he got himself to the sidelines. He was holding his elbow, and I couldn't tell if his wind got knocked out of him. He was just kind of hunched over, but very, very glad to see him back out on the field.
Second down and 9 for the Royals.
2nd and 9 on the 37. They're going to motion right. Keeps the ball. Number 3 to a big pass for a catch to Morris.
Like I said, we're going to be saying his name probably a lot tonight. That was a great jump up and grab. You knew your quarterback needed you to make a play because he was on a run, threw off of his back foot while running. I mean,
risky pass, I will tell you. I'm
very
glad
risky
it
pass.
worked out for him. I don't know if you saw there was
a lot of red maroon jerseys over there.
Yeah, he had a lot going on over there. It was perfectly placed because if it had been anywhere else, it would have not been the same results.
Great first down, though, for Prince George.
Puts him on the 23.
Run up the middle.
Curtis Allen gets a good run, and he's still on his feet. Pushing through. Gets him up to
about the 5, just inside the 5-yard line. That was a powerful run.
Over.
He is showing us that he has plenty of power in his legs, that they're going to have to put a lot of people on him to bring him down.
Puts him on the 3, 1st and 3, with 4 minutes to go. This game, Prince George could take control again, but they've got to keep this momentum.
Quick handoff to Curtis Allen up the middle, and it's a
good
touchdown.
That takes us to 9 and 14.
Prince George is not letting this game come away from him that easily.
We knew it was going to be a battle. When they played each other last year, it came down to seconds in the 4th quarter. Prince George just made a quick mistake, caused them to not score a touchdown, and it caused them to not go to overtime.
They've now made up for it. They've made up for it. Let's forget that mess up. Let's go into halftime. Let's finish out this quarter, go into halftime.
We've still got almost 4 minutes left to go of this half. I say let's have our defense come out strong. You know that Thomas Dale's going to run the ball.
They're going to run the ball.
Tyree. So they're going to try to run the ball and try to use up as much time as you possibly can. But if you can stop that run and give yourself another chance to put a couple of more points on the board,
always stay in the fight. Never. Who played Alabama this past weekend? Was it Texas Tech?
I believe it was.
Did you watch any of that game?
I did not.
Texas Tech's QB is a for real don't give up no matter what kind of player. It was really impressive to watch him go against a team of Bama, you know, the legacy of Alabama right there in your face, and he was fighting all the way to the very end. He did not give up, and it's just some things you appreciate like that, you know. And
a good shout to my good friend Dale. Let's talk about the South Carolina and Georgia. Georgia ran up, 14?
I don't want to talk about it because I know it's next after that. Because I don't want to talk about
leave
it.
your Texas Longhorns alone.
Were
Since
you?
you brought them up.
Here we go.
Prince George kicks the ball off. Another bad catch. Like, this game is not over.
He
That
was
is what
met
I'm saying.
hard at the 10-yard
That takes
line.
him down. Prince George.
And that's a personal foul right there. I'm calling it right now.
Nope, I don't see any flags.
There's a flag. Oh, there was.
They picked it. Oh,
Isn't it right there in front of me?
I see it.
Little zebra meeting, and we'll find out what it is.
Whether that flag is on Prince George or not, you like what you saw. You were aggressive. You got to him fast.
But hey, when you hear that whistle, let him go. Let him go when you hear the whistle, man. I appreciate all the energy and effort, but gonna need you to let him go.
It is gonna be. I don't know who that flag is on because it looks like they're still starting where we thought that they were going to on the 5-yard line, so it must not have been on Prince George. So Thomas Dale is going to be a 1st and 10 on the 5-yard line. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go of the half.
Let's see if they can put a drive together to go 95 yards.
QB keep to the right. There's a flag in the backfield.
Probably holding.
Yeah, I believe it was, because if you saw that guard for Thomas Dale.
He's still trying to fix his jersey right now. They need to mic these refs up. Holding on the offense.
Man.
And it's a safety.
Oh my goodness, what a turn of events. Now it's 14-12. But Thomas Dale is still up, but only by 2, and is going to give Prince George the ball back.
What more momentum do you need if you are Prince George right now to be down by 2, getting ready to go with 3.5 minutes left in this half? You just got a safety.
Wow.
What else do you need to get your energy in your offense?
3.5 minutes is more than enough time to get something going. They are going to try their best to take this lead and go into the half up.
Defense just went over to the sidelines, looked at the offense, and gave him that dead stare. Just
why? Why did you do this to us? All you knew you were on the 5. You knew any flag would put us back into the end zone and cause a safety. Like, these are the type of errors that you work on all week long.
These are the ones you shouldn't have to work on. This should have been fixed back in the summertime.
Man, what a great play for Prince George.
And if that didn't put a lot of energy back into this game, I don't know what else will, because now Thomas Dale's got to get back on their heels, and Prince George has got to capitalize.
This sideline is pretty quiet now. Thomas Dale's going to kick it back off to Prince George. He's going to take it on about the 33 with a great run up the middle.
To the 45 of Thomas Dale. I'm telling you, Prince George is starting to find that factor they need.
I believe that this game is such a game of momentum, and if you can get it going your way, it's hard to slow it back down. It's hard to
put out a raging fire with a garden hose.
Yes.
So that's when you just light your house on fire too and stare at the neighbor.
Yeah.
If you're getting insurance money, daggone it, I'm doing it too.
So Prince George is going to get the ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Curtis Allen runs
bouncing it to the outside.
He's able to find an
one man to beat, and he's got it.
line.
And he's
going to go out of bounds, but that was a great run. He stutter stepped there and ran into his own guard, which slowed him down a little bit. There's
I'm telling you, Prince George needs 1 yard more of room on that sideline because that's 2 times that they could have scored and just stepped out. If they could get another foot over there, they would have a lot of big plays.
You know
right
the
now.
coach is on the sidelines screaming,
Tiptoe!
"Watch your toes, man."
Tiptoe! I believe it was one of our great friends that said, "That's awareness right there."
I think that's another Dale Radcliffe reference.
Nope, it wasn't actually.
Was it not?
It was not.
Okay.
You want to keep guessing? You just want to know.
I'm all out of guesses.
That'd be our good buddy Will Sugar. That's awareness right there.
So Prince George is going to be 2nd and 10 on the 20. Red zone bound again.
Clock running just under 2:45 in this half.
Down by 2. What?
Down by 2 and getting ready to start knocking on the door.
I would like to see Morris back involved. He does step back for a pass.
That pass rush coming in hot.
Morris to catch it on the sidelines. There is a flag in the backfield, so I'm not sure what that's on. Thomas Dale seems to believe that.
Holding on the offense.
Oh.
Bring it back again.
And again, coach is on the sidelines screaming, we have got something going.
Stop beating ourselves. Stop beating yourself.
Yeah, that takes them back.
Go out here and play disciplined football is all you have to do. You know what you can and can't do. So just go out here and stop hurting yourself. Go out here and make a drive, guys.
That takes it to a 2nd and 27.
Thomas Dale fans treating this like it's a 3rd down.
Number 3.
Good screen pass
Over the middle.
Curtis Allen, and he
taking it.
hold.
Another man to beat.
Over to the right. Big hit on the sideline, but
Got it up to about the 16 or 17 yard line, and
there is another flag. Art.
Flag on the play.
Let's see who this flag is on.
blocking the back on the offense.
Wow.
You're beating yourself.
You've got the momentum, you've got the talent, you're making something happen, and you just keep bringing it back. This is gonna be a third and forever.
No,
Sorry,
it's gonna,
a second and forever.
Replaying second down, and let's see. I mean, they got to get a couple first downs almost just to get back to the.
I don't know how, but they.
2nd and 19.
Gained
I think it's a spot foul.
The spot foul on the on the offense. Like, how would that make sense? How would they gain
Because it was a
yards?
pass, blocking the back.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I'm just.
Curtis Allen goes for a run up the middle again. Stopped early.
Tackle short of the 25.
Clock still going. There's about 1 minute and 20 seconds to go.
Additional contact made by number 9.
It's going to be a 3rd and 16 on the 26. They need
Prince
to get
George isn't showing much hurry up. I mean, especially looking at a 3rd and forever long.
I guess the idea is to not put the ball back into Thomas Dale's hands. Again, you know, last week, Thomas Dale scored when after the buzzer, so they're not trying to give it back, but you need to put some hurry up because
You're going to run out of time yourself. You got to get this first down.
they try to go for a pass to Morris, and it looks like it was incomplete.
All of Thomas Dale's defense showing that was an incomplete pass.
Number 11. Hayden Morris.
Who needs reps?
Who needs rest when you got a defense telling you what happened?
Yeah. So it's going to be a 4th and 16, 48 seconds to go.
Timeout. Prince George.
Prince George calls a timeout. We're going to talk about this 4th and 16 and what we're going to do with it.
The only thing that scares me about that timeout is now you're stopping the clock for when Thomas Dale does get the ball back, because you're hoping
You're not giving them much, and you're just hoping that they don't have that big explosive play. You just take this into halftime after whatever happens here.
with Chris Tyree,
You go for it.
those explosive plays could come at any time. I do
as
like.
we've seen so far. I mean, it could be anybody that can make that explosive play so far in this game.
Thomasdale defense is coming back onto the field. They seem to have a good plan in place. Prince George coming back out. Again, it's going to be a 4th and 16 with 26 on the 26-yard line with 48 seconds to go. Are you passing it here, or are you going to try to go with the old reliable Curtis Allen?
Screen pass. It's worked so far.
Pass rush is insane. Get rid of the ball. That's what I don't understand. You kept the ball.
It's
you
fourth
run it
down.
You run it to the sidelines. Yeah, it's 4th down.
Take the shot regardless.
If it's incomplete, then the ball you would have been in a better situation. Now you lost yards in that you were running out of bounds, so you just gave them a free 5 yards. You're gonna start them on, essentially where they would had it been a touchback on a 25-yard line.
Like you said, Thomasdale is known for it, and this is just the first half, so with 40 seconds left, I can't imagine what they've probably drawn up on that sidelines for a drive like this.
Thomasdale snaps back. Looks like their QB keep up the middle. Gets it up to about the 29-yard line.
Clock's still running.
30 seconds to go. It'll be a 2nd and 6. Again, not a whole lot of hurry up. I'm
Pretty sure they're just going to take this one into halftime if nothing happens on these plays,
Looks like they're going to have time for one more this half.
What are those called? Sugar skulls? Or whatever they're called?
I've seen a few of them here. He's going to throw it.
Oh, pump fake.
Yeah, actually he's going to throw it.
Beautiful pass, too. He steps out, and that's halftime.
So we're going into the half. Thomasdale up 14-12. We have got a good one tonight. We are excited to come back. Be with us in about 15 minutes.
I'm loving what I'm seeing so far, though.
The Thomasdale Varsity Knights would like to present their 2019-2020 field goal. We're clear tonight.
Testing.
Oblivion and Libertano. The Knights are under the direction of Sarah Clinton.
Testing.
The assistant from Madeline Barker, Austin Robinson, William Rankin, Lauren Flagel, Michael Buchanan, Marlon Harris, and color guard instructions from Corey Jackson.
Testing.
Joseph Rutherford and Destiny Cohen.
That's not good of mine.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Say something yours.
Test.
Better now. Am I clear over there?
You're crystal clear.
Better than I was earlier?
It must be a conversion.
You're still loud. So like I would still hold it down a little bit. And we are back for an exciting second half. Thomas Dale up 14-12. What a game we have seen so far.
That was an exciting second quarter, and God, I really hope it carries over into this second half, because with a game this tight at 14-12, both teams 4-2, I couldn't imagine this second half being anything less than that second quarter we just saw.
Oh, in the locker room, both sides of the ball, both teams are saying, like, we've got this.
All we got to do is
game
stop making our
ours.
little mistakes. Let's
Yep.
go out there. Let's play our best ball. Let's give this team everything we got when we come out here for this second half.
I love it. I am excited to see what happens. The entire Thomas Dale team over there in a big huddle, just getting each other fired up. You see him coming back to the sidelines. A lot of times people talk about what you script for the first half, what you script for the first couple of plays, but you don't talk too much about what do you script for the second half? What do you script for the half?
Well, you got to find that out in your first half. You got to see what worked. You got to see what didn't work. I know for a fact in that Prince George locker room, that big dry erase board came out, and the coach said, all right, you better pay attention now because we're going to run with this, and this was going to be our second half.
I can tell you what a conversation they did have in that locker room. Stop getting ourselves into the red zone just to take ourselves out with flags.
Stop hurting yourself. Stop making these big plays and having to call them back because there's flags all over the field. If we go out here and we play smart football and keep playing with this energy that we have now, they can give Thomas Dale a heck of a threat in this second half right here.
So Thomas Dale is actually going to get the ball first this half, since Prince George got it to start the game. Thomas Dale feels good about that. You're coming in with a lead and you get the ball back. It's a good way to start.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the Thomas Dale varsity football team would like to thank Chester Subway, located at Jeff Davis Highway and Route 10, for providing tonight's team meal. And the Colonial Heights cheerleaders would like to thank El Corporal for...
So again, my name is Brad Wren, here with my co-host Jesse Kirby, and we are about to get the kickoff for the second half.
Really excited. Let's see what happens.
Another bad squid kick. I don't know what the plan is.
But
there.
he fielded at the 30, and he's already at the 50. Taking it to the 45.
Yeah, I don't get that idea that.
I don't know if they're trying to catch them off guard to get a quick ball back real fast or what's going on, but the only thing about that, and they have to know it, if it doesn't work, where is it going to go? You're already setting up great field position.
Again,
I get trying things, but
if you're
I
going to
don't
go
know.
for a surprise onside, you don't want to kick the ball 25 yards down the field. I don't understand what the plan is there.
I don't know. I can't imagine they're going to keep trying it. Maybe we should just call that one another bad kick as well.
How many bad kicks are we going to give them?
2 so far.
All right.
Prince George bringing pressure.
Chris Tyree to the left side, cut back up through the middle. You got a
He
couple
looks like
out of
he
it.
is a master of my favorite move, the good old stutter step.
Number 12.
Oh, when you can get a good stutter step and then cut either way you want to go, I mean, that's where the term breaking ankles comes from.
I love watching people grabbing air when someone hits the perfect stutter step.
So Thomas Dale's going to have the ball 2nd and 7 on the 42, on Prince George 42, already across the half. Shotgun formation with a bad snap.
Picks it up.
Chris Tyree with a good block to cause that from going.
Oh, and
way
a little
back.
lob pass and thrown. And is there a flag on that?
No, doesn't look like it.
Dennis Jones.
It definitely looked aggressive, but I didn't see anything that would have
Number
warranted a
6, Arthur
flag.
Pine with the tackle.
Yeah, I saw the aggression. I just didn't know if he was already kind of out of bounds or heading that way.
He was in bounds when he put his hands on it.
I'm not mad at the no call because
We have seen enough flags this game so far.
that second quarter was Flag Nation.
Let's let them play a little bit. I mean, these two teams are wanting to win, and they're wanting to play. And
Let the boys
again,
play.
Emotion is high. You have to imagine that it's going to get physical. Number 5 to a little screen pass. Up to about the 20-yard line.
Thomas Dale still coming out strong and moving this ball.
Somebody is down, though.
I can't see. It looks like a Royal down. It looks like a Knight down. Yep, here comes there.
Man, to start the half, you don't want to see anybody go down.
That's the third player we've seen go down, and that's just not what you ever want. I mean, we came in here with everybody. Let's walk away with everybody. You know what I mean? And
I will say, I wish Prince George was taking a knee right now. Thomas Dale did it for them.
you know, I've heard rumors of why some teams don't, and it's for the not cramping, and I get it on a cold night, everybody's moving, but still at the same time, to me, it's a huge, huge respect thing. Thomas Dale dropped their entire sideline.
Right.
Their entire sideline down when Sidney Rose went down. Everybody on the field was down. I mean, great respect from the Thomas Dale team tonight, just not hesitating to show their respect for him.
Speaking of Sidney Rose, I still see him on the sideline. Looks like he will be out for the second half. So Thomas Dale is going to have the ball, 1st and 10 on the 20.
Back in the shotgun. Fast snap. I mean, that thing looked like a bullet.
Nice pitch to Chris Tyree to the right side. He's able to gain a lot.
He showed you some explosiveness there, didn't he?
Yes, he did. We talked about it earlier. Somebody like him, it could happen at any time. Looks like he's able to get a first down out of that. It's going to be a 1st and 8. They're going to be on the 8-yard line.
Thomas Dale coming out strong, trying to get a good lead again.
Number 5 with a
Keep
direct
it.
snap.
Whole lot of dancing.
And he's in. It's a good feeling when you are able to. Oh, man, there is a flag.
Yep.
What I was going to say is.
I'm pretty sure that was a block in the back, but I could be wrong.
Looks like they're spotting the ball.
It looked like a block in the back because I saw it, because that was the block that gave Thomas Dale the opening to get into the touchdown.
That was an odd play. That was a direct snap to a receiver, Williams.
Was it now?
It was. It's definitely a weird plan. It worked, so I'm not mad at him, but you don't see that very often.
Good old Wildcat.
So that's going to back him up to the 25. So it's going to be a 1st and 25, or 1st and goal.
Takes the snap, rolls to his left, cuts it up. Looks like he got about 4 yards on the play.
Additional contact made by number 85, Lee Peterson.
He got about 5 out of it. It's going to be a 2nd and 20. Still got just under 10 minutes of this quarter to go. I would like to see some more passing plays. We haven't seen a whole lot from Thomas Dale doing it since the beginning.
Running game has got him down this far. Let's see.
And he is going to
rolls out to his right, stepping, trying to avoid pressure.
Nice
catches
step.
a block, sends it downfield, and it is picked
Intercepted.
off in the end zone.
Woo!
Did you see the awareness of where he needed to have his
Yes.
feet? That was fantastic football playing by Prince George right there.
That safety watched that ball all the way through, kept his feet in the end zone to be able to get a touchback. Just what a great defensive play.
Very, very smart football there. Gives your team the ball back, gives you decent position outside of your end zone. You can breathe a little bit now. Let's see if we can march this down the field and take the lead over from Thomas Dale.
That's not how you wanted to start this drive. That is not what you expected coming into this second half. So Prince George is going to get the ball 1st and 10 on the 20. Curtis Allen with a big run up to the right side. He's going to get about 6 or 7 out of it.
Tackle made by number 10, Philip
Looking
Allen.
at them.
Number 11, Krishawn Saunders.
It's going to be a 2nd and 3, so they're able to get 7 out of it.
Trying to get something going for this. This is their first drive, I believe, of the third quarter. See what they can get going here.
Curtis Allen for another
Met
run.
really fast at the line or behind it.
Yeah, getting nothing out of that. Actually, it looks like they're going to go backwards about 2.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Another Prince George. Oh, he gets up, but he was very slow getting up. Limping off the field. Curtis Allen again. He's staying out, but oh, nope, he's actually stepping off. So it's going to be a 3rd and 5 on their own 25.
Third and 5 for the Royals.
Takes the
George
snap,
gonna do a quick reverse to the right-hand side.
That's
to
Morris
Yep.
picking up the 1st down as well. Like I said, we're going to be saying his name a lot tonight. He didn't really, we didn't say his name much against
that second,
against Colonial Heights. We really didn't say much that last
It was a whole lot
game.
of run. I mean, they ran the ball. I mean, 95%.
So is that obviously
of the plays.
showing us that they can have so many different looks for different teams? They came in against Colonial Heights with a run everything kind of game plan. Now they're coming out to Dale. First thing they threw was a pass.
Yeah.
So maybe they have a lot of different looks and game plans for these different teams. And if so, I am very impressed, for real.
I think that they're, nice.
Met hard, though.
I think you have to be able to adapt, and that's what we're seeing here. I mean, when you've got Sidney Rose goes down early, Curtis Allen, I don't believe that he's going to be out of the game, but he was very slow getting off the field. I think you just have to be able to adapt. You have to be able, if something happens, then let's do something else.
Keep changing it up till you find what's working. See what the defense can't recognize. Is that Tyree on defense?
Tyree does play some corner, and that looks like where he's at right now.
I would not want to be hit. I've heard stories about him playing defense, and he just does not hold back on that side of the ball either. And Met quick behind the line. Thomas Dale's defense is feeling it right now.
To your point about Chris Tyree, I'll tell you a quick story. I won't use any names, but I heard a story that a guard was – Chris Tyree was playing middle linebacker, and the guard was big guy, decent guy. He said –
Usually your guards are.
Right. He was like, you are not going to get past here. And Chris Tyree was like, I am coming straight through you. If you are in my way, I'm going through you.
Either watch out or stand up, one or the other.
And the guard said, okay, bring it on. Chris Tyree went and hit him, and that man said he had never been hit so hard in his life.
So fast, too, I believe you told me. He said as soon as he stood up, he was already getting smacked.
He said by the time the ball was snapped,
Another
he was already
good
hit.
pass to Morris, and he's fighting his way. Got the 1st down.
Gets it up to about the 47.
Tackle by number 4, Chris Tyree.
Chris Tyree with the stop.
Not only can he get you touchdowns, he can try to prevent them too.
It was a little bit of a blown coverage on his part, though. I don't think he covered his man very well. He was about six steps behind him. I don't know that he anticipated that pass, but he didn't follow his man the way he was supposed to. And I think that's why you're seeing Chris Tyree, because he didn't play defense at all the last half. Oh, false start.
See which way they send it.
I think that's going to be on offense.
Looks like they're backing up.
Yeah, it looks like they got a little bit of a jump. But so what I was saying is that you didn't see Chris Tyree play defense much at all last half, but now, especially with Allen being out, they're going to rely heavy on Morris, so you've got to put your top guy against their top guy.
Put your speed and power against what's working for them, and hopefully he can make some stops. I'd like to see him try to ball on his defensive side too.
That was on defense.
Oh, and
what
the crowd
a turn
is
of
not
events.
happy.
I don't know that I like that call. I think that was a false start on the offensive side. A lucky break for Prince George, but I do believe that was the wrong call.
I don't know if you noticed, but we have a woman referee out there, and I love every bit of that. You know,
You just don't see it very often.
they are fighting their way into football, and I wish them all of the luck because I'd love to see it. Let's make this world more versatile.
And our fun fact about me and Jesse, we coach a Hopewell youth football team, and on the age group above us, there is a young girl named P. And watching her play and outplay every
She
little
is
boy
tougher
around her.
than over half of her own squad. I mean,
She plays receiver and she's just aggressive. She gets open. She'll fight her way.
she's not afraid to jump up and make a catch either. I mean, she has some real talent, and I enjoy
hope she
watching
can do
her
something
play.
with
You know, we usually hang around afterwards and watch, and she is their shining star on that wide receiver spot.
So it's going to be a 2nd and 7 on the 49. Deep. He's going
Pump
snap
fake,
back for the pass.
rolls to his right, sends it up the sideline, incomplete. Who is he targeting there? It looks like Morris once again. This Thomas Dale sideline, I mean, fans are just not happy with the game right now.
They're not happy with the refs.
The refs.
I didn't see. There's a guy who's very upset about something there, but I didn't see it. That looked like it was good coverage. Third and 7 again on the 49.
Thomas Dale stands are rumbling with feet.
Curtis Allen is back into the game, gets it up only about 2 yards.
I think he got it out to about the 47-yard line of Thomas Dale, and that's going to bring up 4th and
7. Or maybe he might have gotten 2 out of it. 4th and 4.
There it is. 4th and 4. You're about midfield. I would most definitely punt this one away.
It's just too risky, especially now if you get
In a
good,
game this tight, you
right,
want to keep it this tight.
And if you get you know you can trust your defense. Their defense has held their own to this point. I mean, just coming off a big interception, punting the ball off here is going to put them back to about probably the 10 or 12. It's a good decision. There is a timeout by Prince George. I guess they just needed another couple of seconds to figure out what their plan was.
It makes you wonder when they do stuff like that. Well, were they trying to draw them off sides and get that first down? And now they're going to talk about it a little bit more. And hey, we're really going to punt it this time now.
But if you're going to do that, then line up as if you're going to run a play. Because if you line up as you're going to run a play, you're more likely to get them to draw off. If they're anticipating a kickoff, what good is that doing? They're not going to jump on the kick. I mean, I guess they could, but it's a lot less likely.
We have some coaches apparently up here in the stands.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to kick it away. There's
And
a
another flag. Kick goes
Way
almost
high.
straight up.
Takes it to about the 22, but there's another flag. There, it looks like number 27 for the Knights here is getting aggressive. Or 23.
Coach caught him really fast too on that sidelines.
Yeah, coach is not happy with what he just saw.
Because now Thomas Dale's starting to beat themselves. I mean, it went from Prince George all first half, and then they corrected it. Thomas Dale comes out, and now they're just not catching a break on themselves.
It does look like there was 2 flags on the play, though. There was one on about the 34. That's where we saw number 23 getting aggressive. But
And
there
then
is
you got
another
that other one right about the
Yeah.
47. Over here close to the Thomas Dale sideline.
Looks like they offset.
Offset, and it's going to bring up 4th down. We'll keep it 4th down.
So I guess are we gonna retry the kick here? Is that what we're doing?
I think you have the option for it in a situation like that. I could be
They're
wrong.
Staying up here around the 47 mark, which is where the kick was from last. So I guess we're retrying the kick.
Well, in this situation, it's 4th and
4th and 4 still. This is the same situation you were just in.
oh.
So
Yeah, we're going to retry the kick. Maybe Thomas Dale trying to look for some better field position out of it.
looks like there was a timeout, Thomas Dale. The coaches are kind of arguing amongst themselves.
Is it a lot of arguing, or is it like confusion?
I think it's
arguing,
just a
or-
lot of frustrations. It's that we were completely dominating the first quarter. We were 14-3, and now we are just we just can't catch a break.
Looks like we're gonna make a substitution and put Tyree back on the field.
Again, Chris Tyree, the Notre Dame commit. I am not a Notre Dame fan, but I
You know, I don't have anything against Notre Dame. You know, everybody's got their teams they don't like, and I really haven't ever been like, oh, I can't stand Notre Dame. You know, I've never had that feeling
don't
towards
love
them.
them.
You know, and they got a really traditional program.
as a Clemson fan, they play each other pretty hard. So I don't love them, but I will definitely be pulling for them more now going forward.
The Longhorns today posted on their Instagram a throwback of James Street back in 1969 playing Notre Dame in the Cotton Bowl.
Oh, nice.
They ended up winning that game back then with old Coach Darrell K. Royal.
So the kick was a pretty good one, taking them back to about the 10-yard line, maybe the 11.
Manchester leading Midlothian 14-8.
Let's see if Thomas Dale's forgotten about that interception, if they can put a drive together here. Deep in their territory, starting on the 10.
Prince George's defense on the other end is saying, let's keep you here. They're going to go for a run to the left side, and he finds a hole, but he is met after catching the first down. He looks like he's going to get about 13 out of that.
Yeah, it's going to move the ball up to about the 24-yard line. Great run by, like I said, Tyree just has that explosiveness about him that you know Notre Dame saw immediately. He is a few coaches away from being a pretty dominant back in this nation.
Oh, you will definitely be hearing a lot of him in the upcoming years.
I will be cheering him on Saturdays next season. You know, I love watching local people make it on up to the next level, and if I can advertise him a little bit on here, I will definitely do that.
Oh, there is a fumble, and it looks like Prince George got the ball.
Prince George has recovered the fumble.
Wow.
You are right. Ref signaled it. It is Prince George ball on the what looks to be about the 25.
Chris Tyree is feeling that one. He is not happy out there. Believe he was the one that dropped that ball.
It's like I tell everybody on our Pee Wee team, I don't know if they understand it yet quite not, but there's that 40-second rule. Forget about it. Let's go on to this next play. Let's fix it.
Tyree gonna stay out there on corner.
I figured they would at least give him a play or two break there, you know, like catch your wind, let me talk to you a little bit, let me calm you down. Now get back on out there. And
sometimes it's nice to take that energy and
maybe they feel he
put it on
doesn't
the
need
defense.
it. Yeah, maybe they feel he doesn't need that hype up. Going back out there and fix it yourself.
They are getting handsy. There should definitely be a flag.
That was holding all day
Yes.
on Tyree. Look at his jersey. He about ripped it off of him.
I cannot believe there was not a flag there. I was so caught up on that I
Looks like tempers are starting to flare, but Tyree definitely had a hold on him.
if you watch that from the beginning, though, as soon as that receiver
It was
came
Morris,
off the
wasn't
line, as soon as Morris came off, Tyree was already holding him. So I think that Morris was just kind of giving it back.
I don't know. Morris came off that line hot, and I mean he had Tyree from the get-go. But I don't know. I thought the ref would have thrown something on that, especially the handsy parts after the whistle, you know.
2nd and 12.
Drops
They're going
back.
for a pass that's
Batted down by
away.
number 44, the Knights.
Emotions are definitely going high, though. If you watch after each play, these players are
They're talking.
mask to mask.
They are talking.
And they're telling each other what they think. We knew this one was going to be a battle coming into it. We knew that this was a almost a must-win for both teams.
Imagine the whole week coming into this of how serious the coaches put that this is a real game that we need on both sides here.
Yeah.
One of these
They
teams
have
is going
not
to come out
disappointed.
5-2. Both teams looking for playoff hopes. Over the
Good
middle to
pass.
Morris.
Good pass to Morris, right in the middle.
Put it right where it needed to be. Great pass, but Thomas Dale signaling it's a dropped pass.
I don't believe
Or
it is.
Or a fumble? What do
don't
we got
believe
going
it
on
is.
here? Number 11 for the Knights is screaming that the ball is going Thomas Dale way.
Yeah, I believe it is. I think the ball might have come out a little bit. there
Still
towards
Prince
the
George
end.
ball.
The stands over here are on their feet screaming at the refs, but I don't believe that they are correct. I think that
You know, there's
Morris,
times when you got to hear the crowd. Then there's times when you got to go, okay, you're the home crowd. You
Right.
want every call.
I think Morris was down. I think he fumbled it there a little bit, but I believe he was down by the time it mattered.
Curtis Allen powering
Curtis
his
Allen
way up
right
to
at
the
middle,
5.
got almost all 11 men on him.
Another huddle up. Look at this.
Wow. Where are they going to mark him at?
It looks to be. Man, this game has definitely got some energy in it now. Still holding 14-12 with almost at the very end of this third quarter with a minute 45 left.
It's going to be a 2nd and 1. They are about 6 yards out from taking the lead for the first time tonight.
And if they do that, I need to know if Dale can hold their composure and come back to get this one. If they can't, good game so far by Prince George and Thomas Dale. This is exactly what I was hoping for almost.
Oh, you couldn't ask for anything better. Curtis Allen up the middle is going to be stopped. Looks like he might have gotten the first down.
Refs are not hesitating to get in there and break those huddles up, though.
You've got to. And when emotions are this high, you've got to slow the pace down a little bit. You've got to take control of this
But
game.
you have to keep your composure. You have to stay inside your own head. Ball looks to be about the 4-yard line. That's going to bring up
That's going to be a
first
and
down.
4. 1st and 4 on the Thomas Dale side. This is a tricky part of the field, though, when you're playing offense. When you've only got a little bit of space, you've got all 11 guys kind of jambled up right there.
This is when you got 22 players in about 30 yards, not even 30 yards with the field, and that's a lot. You know, when you're used to looking at these 80 yards ahead of you, now you got everybody packed in from the 4 forward.
It's tough, but I would say at practice, they are gonna measure it to see if he was able to get a first down out of that.
If they don't call a fourth down here, I'm pretty sure this stands is going to erupt. But did they confirm it?
1st and 4.
I was wrong. Not that much of a reaction.
They are going full blitz. They are about to send the house.
Sending the house. Curtis Allen bouncing to his right side.
And he gets in for the score. Oh my goodness. What a game. The
Touch.
sidelines are going crazy on the Prince George side. It is now an 18-14 ball game.
Waiting on the extra point. Curtis Allen fought his way hard for those 4 yards.
I believe Curtis Allen took him the whole way. I mean, he started this drive.
I'm pretty sure, yes.
I think Morris was able to get that one pass off to the middle, but that was a timeout. I was like, what just happened? But yeah, Curtis Allen carried them all the way down the field. Again, I think Morris got that one pass over the middle. There is a flag, it looks like. I'm not sure what that's on. There's at least a flag at his feet.
Is that the flag or the ball?
As I told you before getting here, I'm not wearing my contacts, so I couldn't tell you.
Well, you know, I'll always be your extra set of eyes. I'm pretty sure that's the ball.
So there is a ball at his feet, not the flag, which is quite a bit different.
Yeah.
Huguenots leading Clover Hill 17-7. Manchester's leading the Lothian 28-8.
So Prince George is going to have the ball 1st and 4 on the 4-yard line. 51 seconds to go of this third. Let's see if they can punch it in they're going for a 2-point conversion here, and that was the point on the whole purpose in taking the
To Morris, and he's got it.
And he's got it.
That wasn't Morris, actually. I'm sorry. I'm just so used to them passing it to just Morris.
So that takes this to a 14-20 ball game, and for the first time tonight, Prince George has the lead.
You know, I'm not mad at that. You know why? Because Thomas Dale has missed a few field goals in this season. So if they go up by 6, you're hoping for a tie-up later on down. Well, not hoping for a tie-up.
Yeah, but if you get to that point, you're hoping you can at least stop the kick.
Yes.
Good drive by Prince George.
Good drive. Way to get the 2 points. You keep all that momentum. You keep all that energy. You hype up a little bit because now you're leading by 6, not just 5. Really interested to see where this ball game is going to go for another quarter. After.
So Prince George is going to kick it off to Thomas Dale here in just a second. The biggest thing right now is that you see that Tyree his emotions are high. If he can get it back together, I mean, I'm more than confident that he can take control of this game again as he did. I mean, last week, what was it, 8 touchdowns out of this guy? I mean, this game is far, far from over.
Fielded at about the 8.
Number 1 has got it. He's going to run it
Brings
to
it
the
up.
left side, finds a
Crosses
hole.
the 25 up to the 30 and runs out of bounds at about the 28, 29-yard line. Good return for Thomas Dale. Holding.
So that's going to give them the ball on, looks to be, what is it, about the 22-yard line?
Yeah, he's still stepping back. That's on the 10. Ball on the 10.
Because there was a flag.
There was a holding call.
Yep, there was a late flag there. It takes him back to the 10.
Shooting themselves in the foot here. I mean, they could have been almost at the 30. Now they had to lose about 20 yards of that pickup there.
It's the same thing that happened earlier.
Yep.
He ran it up to, what was it earlier, about the 47, and got it all taken back.
They're losing more yards there.
Look, 83 and a Prince George player are face to face. Wow.
Thomas Dale has got to calm down. They've got to calm down. They've got to resettle. And they've got to start driving the ball like they were in that first quarter.
So it's going to be a 2nd and 14. It looks like they might get another playoff. 3 seconds to go. And that's the end of the third. We're going to flip sides. Man, that third quarter has lived up to the expectations that we thought it was going to. Prince George to take the lead.
Not a lot of points out of that quarter, but that was a really exciting quarter of football.
But it was not a whole lot of points, but it was just good football. As a football fan, that's what you like to see. Both teams are driving it down. Thomas Dale threw that interception right in the end zone, which killed them. I mean, you couldn't ask for much more out of this.
This is one of the better games that I've been able to commentate this season. And
this may be the
best
game that we've been to this season.
We still got one more quarter to go.
We've seen a whole lot of blowouts. I mean, we watched the only other game that we've watched that was even close was the Churchland Churchland lost for Prince George 10-7, and I mean
no, Prince George beat them that game.
Churchland beat them.
Yeah.
Churchland.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you were saying the Churchland lost. My bad.
No. That was right. It was another close game that came down to a field goal right at the end. But
well, you can also go back to that Freeman game. That came down to a 16-13 score there. Prince George on top.
It was a whole lot of defense and not that much offense all the way up until the very end.
Oh, the defenses both showed up that game. First game of the season, you're trying to get your offense to find their traction, but the defense definitely found theirs that game. And so far this game, it's been a little bit of a shootout on both sides of the ball with defense and offense. I mean, a score of 14-20. And it held 14-12 for almost a whole entire quarter of football.
So we're going to start the fourth quarter, the final quarter
Drops
of the game.
back and sends a bomb. Oh, just through the hands.
Had he had caught that, he would have housed it. He caught it.
There was nobody in front of him.
Right, nobody in front of him.
He had a couple steps
ahead of whoever was behind him. That would have been a house call had he had caught on to it.
Love a good old house call.
They're always good, especially when you could throw a bomb from
I'm not coming away too mad. You want it back because you were so close to putting it right where it needed to be. I wouldn't be surprised if they try that later on in this quarter, maybe even in this drive.
It's a 3rd and 14.
Safety coming down.
They need to figure something out. I would be anticipating another pass like that.
Back
maybe
in the
not
shotgun.
as far.
Drops back, quick one to his right, runs it up. Looks like he got about back to the line of scrimmage there, and we will see Thomas Dale's punt team for, I'm pretty sure, the first time tonight, maybe?
Yeah, 4th and 14 on the 6-yard line. You've got to punt it, and for Prince George, you're feeling good about it because no matter where you get the ball, it's going to be good fieldage.
Good field position. So now you're over there on your sidelines. You've got your offense together, as you can see them over there. You're telling them, look, you're going to be getting the ball back in fantastic field position.
And you're up. You're getting the
and
ball
you're
back.
up. Let's extend this lead, and let's take this game right now in this fourth quarter.
You want to at least get a field goal out of this to make it a two-score game. Wow. Very high, very bad kick.
And it takes a heck of a Prince George roll. They're going to get the ball in the best field position I've seen them get all season long.
They haven't even touched the ball yet, and they're in red zone.
Yep. That kick went from the 6 to the 16. Well,
10 yards.
It landed at the 22, and it just took a hard bounce straight backwards, and that was everything Prince George could have wanted for a punt there.
Let's see what they decide to do here. You got to remember, though, with this lead, you've got to maintain it, and you don't want to start
Getting
doing
too
it. Yeah, you don't want to get
risky
risky
here.
because you don't want to just turn it right back over. But you also want to get a couple of points on the board. They're going to go up the middle here. That was a good run. Looks like he maybe only got about 2 out of it. Looked like he had forward progression, but stopped pretty early. Looks like you might have gotten about 3 out of it.
So you know Thomasdale is sending it because they know you're going to run it.
Oh, you got to run it.
They're going to run it. You're not going to try to pass it here. You almost, I mean, just looking at Prince George's film from games, if they do, I don't know what they do in high school in the locker rooms, but you know they rely on that run game. You know they put the team on Allen's back and Rose's back, and with Rose out, that puts it all on Allen or Morris, and I don't see them trying to get the ball in Morris's hands right here. I see him being a blocker right there on Tyree.
Go up the middle again for Prince George. Man, they are getting physical out there.
That looked like 3 players just making sure his back met the ground there.
12, Bradley Ford. Number 59, Justin Tate.
Looks like he got about a yard out of it. It's going to be a 3rd and 4 on the 10-yard line.
So you were set up already in field goal position, but I would like to see a little bit more hustle for that first down.
Again, I think it's good defense. I think, Thomasdale knows that it's coming, so they're almost sending the house every snap. So I think that they're just trying to be careful. They're not trying to turn the ball over. It looks like they're going to go up the middle again. Nope, he keeps the ball.
Keeps it and throws it, and it is greatly defended.
Wow.
He's really mad because he knew he could have had an interception there.
Number 5, Josiah Williams there to break it up.
And that is Josiah Williams coming up with fantastic coverage there.
So it looks like Prince George is going to bring out the kicking team and try to make this an 8-point game.
Trying to make it a 23-14 game. That'll make it a 9-point game. Really
yeah,
close.
sorry.
9-point game. Your
That's
contacts are out.
Yep, 2 scores.
Let's see. Kick is up.
And it looks good.
And it splits the uprights. 23-14. Prince George with 9:53 left to go in this last quarter. Thomasdale has got to put something together if they want to come away with a win here.
Yeah, that wasn't a contact issue. That was just a bad at math issue there. Thomasdale did me well.
All I can blame it on is your contacts. I don't know what else you got going on over there, but maybe you couldn't see that was a – maybe it looked like 15-20 over there. I don't know.
I appreciate it.
I'm on your side. I'm on your side, man.
So Thomasdale is going to get the ball back, down by 9 with just under 10 minutes to go.
Other than the band, this Thomasdale side has just lost that fire energy they had. They need to come back with a quick score here if they want to stay in this ball game with the way Prince George is rolling right now. And he sends this one away.
He gets it, runs all the way to the left side. Nice stutter step, right up the middle, finds a hole, gets it up to about the 33-yard line.
Good old stutter step.
This Tyree tackled by number 12, Darius Quivers.
So that's going to be a 1st and 10 on the 32. Off a yard.
I'll give it to you.
The refs will not. They will not give that
The
extra
refs are
yard.
definitely not going to give it to
They're
you.
not going to give you that extra yard.
But I'm not wearing a zebra shirt, so.
I think this sideline wishes we were, because they are not happy with the way the second half has gone. Nice reverse to number 1 to find a hole on the right-hand side to pick up a first down.
And then some. He's at the 40.
More.
He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. Goodbye, Thomas Dale. Touchdown.
Nope. He's going to be out of bounds.
Oh, is he? They marked him out?
That safety was able to get in there pretty fast and push him out of bounds. What a great run. We talk about this all the time. There is a flag, and it looks like it's coming back.
Gotta stop hurting yourself. You got to stop
my
hurting yourself.
goodness.
Another big explosive play. That's the third one this game. Thomas Dale definitely not happy. All of them had their heads down going, God, we got to back up again?
But you know what? This is that time where, yes, you're frustrated. I mean, you keep getting these big plays that come back, but stay focused, stay in it. Because, again, 9 points with 9.5 minutes to go. As we've seen, I mean, Prince George took control of it pretty fast. You can too. It's not over.
High school football is the most unpredictable type of football that I think that you can watch. College is the same way, but here in high school, it could be anybody's game at any point. Thomas Dale is going to have to know that and have to just go, you know. And there they were trying to get that quick score, but
there's so much that plays into it. For Prince George, you got to make sure that they don't get too excited.
Exactly.
You know? Because like, if you start losing focus and like, oh, this game's in the bag, then you show that it's not. Chris Tyree gets a pretty good run.
Dropping his shoulder to get those extra 3 yards. That's what you love to see out of a running back. Not scared to lower his pad and keep fighting for extra yards.
I'm sure Notre Dame is asking him to slow it down a little bit there, young buck.
Hey, save that for when you get to us. We've already got you.
That was a good run. Going to get him 5 yards. It's going to be a 2nd and 5.
I think he actually picked up about 8 there with that penalty. I think it was a good 1st and 13 for somehow. But
was there another flag? I didn't see it.
No, it was where they started after they called it back.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Thomas Dale in motion, sends it to the right side.
Doesn't. Looks like he gets about to the line of scrimmage again.
It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Tackle made by number 80, Chris Allen.
Chris Allen is the one that made that stop.
Brother of Curtis Allen playing defense.
Yes. It's funny that, you know, sometimes a family is just born athletes. Curtis Allen is the star.
Look at the Watt brothers.
Yeah.
And the cousin.
Curtis Allen is the star offensive player, and Chris Allen is a big threat on that defensive side. Prince George is able to rally to him quickly behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to lose a yard.
Number 19, William Hadley with the tackle.
I believe this is 4th down territory. I don't know.
4th and 4 down by 9. I mean, you
that's
almost feel
4
like
down
you have
territory.
to.
That's
Yeah.
4 down territory. You either have a lot of confidence in that defense to get you 2 stops now, Prince George set back to receive this. Oh, and it's a direct snap. And
Good
he picks up the
decision.
1st down.
Good decision. Takes it up to past the 50 to about the 46
Thomas
yard
Dale
line.
comes out with a fake, says, you know what? You thought we were going to give it back to you.
I love it. Nothing makes me more excited than a good fake.
Fakes always have it in their, I'm trying to think of the terminology, in their favor, because you subtract 1 defensive man.
Yes.
You got the 11th man so far back that you would think on paper that a fake punt would work almost every single time, and it just doesn't. And that one, it worked.
Beautifully.
Great, big 1st down for Thomas Dale.
So that's going to be Thomas Dale ball, 1st and 10 on the 46 on the opponent side. Again, feeling like a must-score drive here. You're losing time. Good screen pass
It's
to
just
the
check
left
down
side.
to Chris Tyree, and he is fighting his way.
I think he's going to be just shy of that 1st down.
See where they mark him. It looks like he's going to be just about a yard or a couple yards shy of that first down.
You were right the first time, a yard. It's going to be a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1. Thomas Dale's got to get the ball moving on this rolling clock right here. You need a touchdown and a stop, and if you're Prince George, you just need a stop. Tyree takes it for the first down.
Yep, looks like he's able to pick it up. It's going to be a first down on the 34-yard line.
When you need 1 yard, you go to your man that you have the most confidence in getting it, and that's Chris Tyree for these Thomas Dale Knights.
Under 6 minutes to go in the game.
Steps back for a pass, and it looks like he's able to catch it. Yes.
Yes, they give it to him, and he's looks like he's just short of a first down
Man,
again.
Inches. It's going to be a 2nd and 1. 25-yard line.
If I'm in Thomas Dale's shoes, my call here is a fake to Tyree and roll it out with the quarterback.
1 yard. With somebody as strong as Chris Tyree, I'm almost.
But you
just
know they're
running
gonna
it up
they're
the
gonna
house.
go to him. They just did it.
But it worked.
Let's see if
Now
it
he
works
goes
now.
to
He
the
rolls
left
to his
side.
outside, and he's got it.
And he got it.
He crosses into the red zone of Prince George. He's about to the 16 or 17-yard line.
What a game we have here.
This is a game. Thomas Dale is relying hard on trying to punch one in here and then get a quick stop on defense to try to get back and win this game. Prince George doing everything they can to try to stop him and stay ahead.
It's like Prince George knows what's coming. They just can't stop it. And it kind of makes you wonder, obviously not going down at all, but it makes you wonder if that was Thomas Dale's plan.
To the end zone, and it
Nice
is
coverage.
greatly defended by Prince George because that had touchdown written all over it.
Number 25.
Great coverage by Prince George.
Prince George is not giving up. They want this win just as bad. I mean, nationally ranked at 4,300 and Thomas Dale at 2,856.
Yeah, I mean, and you look at the state level, Thomas Dale at
62 and
and Prince George at 98. I mean, they're in there.
96, I believe. Got to get you another pair of contacts.
I'm trying to watch this game, man. That's what I'm worried about.
Number 10.
That's going to be an incomplete.
No, there was a pitch backwards. He was,
Oh,
pitched it to his running back, and I think he was able to pick up about 4 out of it.
way the ref threw his hands, I thought that was incomplete. I was like, oh, okay.
Doesn't look. Maybe he just got it right back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like they're still having 2nd and 10 on the scoreboard, ball on the 17, so yeah, that would be right. See what the refs are working out here. Was there a flag?
Looks like there's a flag that's going to bring him back. Thomas Dale Knights over there trying to get their sidelines excited.
It's going to bring up about a 2nd and...
Second and long, not the position you want to be in.
Still not too far away from a quick score. We've seen them have some explosiveness, and we've seen Prince George step up as a defense. And
Nice pass right in the middle. Looks like he's going to be able to be good enough for a first down.
he's inside the 10. It looks to be about the 7-yard line.
That was a beautiful play. If you saw, Chris Tyree was in the back. He cut over to the right like he was going for a screen pass. And the safety in the corner followed him over to that right side, and that receiver was able to cut right in the middle where that safety should have been.
Well, where
Good
Chris
pass.
Tyree can also help you, and he runs to the outside here and tries to extend, but I think he's short. just short of the end zone. But what helps you with Tyree is you know they have so many spies just watching where he's going. When you have that great of a player.
It is a 2nd and 1 on the 1. Down by 9, 3 minutes and 40 seconds still ticking.
You got to punch it in right here and go get a quick defensive stop. Quarterback
There's
keep.
a flag.
They believe
that there was a touchdown.
They signal it touchdown.
Touchdown.
That will make it, if it holds, that's going to make it a 20-23 game pending the extra point to make it 21-23.
Don't think that they're going to give it to him.
Doesn't look like it.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. They waved the flag off, and it is a touchdown. 20-23. Thomas Dale at 20. Awaiting the field goal to make it 21-23. We have ourselves a ball game here with 3:32 left.
They need this extra point because, again, you want that 1 point just in case. If you can hold them and you can get yourself a field goal, that's still 1 point.
No good.
Wow.
No good. Wide left.
I was about to say if they were able to get it, that's where the safety would have saved them the game. Remember the safety very early on? That was what their 4th and 5th point of the game.
Something like that. I mean, that's back when they had Prince George back deep.
It was 14-5 because of that safety. Am I correct there?
I don't know.
I am incorrect because they had 10. They got the safety. That's what put them at 14-12. So Prince George is going to get the ball back. It makes you wonder, do you try the onside?
No. No, you boot that one away. Thomas Dale's defense has shown up enough times tonight. Yeah, they've been shaky here in this second half and late in that second quarter. But this is when I tell them that I have faith in them. We're going to boot it away. I'm not going to try to put it right back in my offense's hand. You go out there, you get me that stop as fast as I need it. I'm going to burn my last time out. And we're going to try to give our offense one more shot. Prince George, though, is saying, let's get this ball back, let's hold on to it, and let's finish this one and go on home victorious.
You go for the onside. And it is caught by Prince George on about the 44.
I've never seen a onside kick in an elevator before, but there is a flag down.
I don't hate the idea though. You know, just kick it up, give your guys a chance to get in there. Maybe it's kind of the whole idea of a Hail Mary. You shoot it up, there's going to be 6, 7 guys there to try to catch it, but maybe you'll be the lucky one to catch it. There is a flag. It's going to be
Personal foul
on the kicking team.
on Thomas Dale. Like I said, just hurting themselves even more, giving Prince George even better field position to try to put this game away.
That's going to take the ball all the way up to about the 41.
They're already in the Thomas Dale territory, and now as Thomas Dale's defense, whoever the captain is in that huddle, you're going, all right, guys, we got to step up right here, right now.
You have to get a stop because you know they're not going to pass it. At this point, they're going to waste as much time as they possibly can to try to send this one home. You need big stops.
3-point game, though. This thing has been everything I have anticipated
all season long. We have been waiting for this game, and it is not disappointed.
Allen to the outside and met hard and dragged out of bounds.
Chris Tyree there to knock him out of bounds.
Chris Tyree to be able to make that stop is going to gain about 4 out of that.
No need to burn a timeout. Do him out of bounds.
This, I'm happy for Prince George. I'm happy they're able to, keep the sticks moving. As a football fan, I'm hoping for the stop and for a field goal.
You always want the game to keep going.
Oh, man. You send this one to overtime. I don't know that my little heart will be able to take it.
I'm not carrying down these stands.
You might have to.
I'm not. I'm not doing it. We're going to call the medical staff up here. Get to him.
Curtis Allen to keep the ball, to get it up another good 3 or 4 yards.
Clock rolling. Getting down to about 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Score still 20-23. 3rd down and 3 for the Prince George Royals.
One more stop, guys.
One more stop for Dale, and you have the chance to get this game back in your hands. All they need is a first down, and Prince George can pretty much almost put this one away.
Go up the middle.
They'll bring in pressure and met him in the backfield. Big stop for the Thomas Dale defense right there.
And this game just keeps getting a little better.
I'm starting to wonder if my little heart can take this.
Number 9, Bryce Carter with the stop. Timeout called by Thomas Dale.
Timeout called by Thomas Dale.
That's their final timeout of the half.
2 minutes and 35 seconds. 4th and 9 on the 33. You would assume, man, it's just such awkward position. I think you go for it because
even if you stop them, this is where they would start.
Right. I think you go for it. I mean, they just used their last time out. At that point, you could take a couple of these. You know, you may.
Even if they make the field goal here, Thomas Dale knows they're not out of it. That puts them up by 6.
It's too
and with
long for
2.5.
I mean, they're backed up to what, the 35, then an extra. I mean, you're talking about a high school kicker booting that thing 45 yards. That's a kick.
Send it.
I mean, you always come at me for being Mr. Risk Taker.
Yeah, well, now I'm being the risk taker.
They're going to send it up the middle.
Nope, fake. And being chased, and they got it to him and met hard.
I believe
that's a first down. That's a first down.
That's going to be a ball game. I think they're going to run it a couple more times, but I think they're able to run the clock out at this point.
This Thomas Dale side is just quiet. Clock running. Getting down to about 2 minutes and 10 seconds. 1st and 10 for the Royals on the Thomas Dale 15.
What a good run, or good play there. I think, again, Thomas Dale was anticipating that.
Do you think it was designed like that, or do you think that was just how things fell into place?
A little bit of both. I think it was one of those plays where it was like, just kind of make it happen, you know? I think the pass rush got to him a little bit, which kind of made him be a little more mobile than he would have liked to have been. But since they went for the blitz again, anticipating the run.
Blitzes always open up.
It opens up the middle exactly where his man was waiting for him. It's a good play.
And it looks like, I think Prince George burned their last time out.
I don't understand that.
Get your game plan rolling, I guess. No, wait. It was the Knights. Sorry. Knights called that one. Thomas Dale burning their final timeout. I thought that the last one was their final timeout. Minute 51. Thomas Dale 20. Prince George 23. Ball on the Thomas Dale 25. It's a run up to the left side.
And he gets a first down.
Tackled hard.
I believe that's a ball game.
With a minute 43 left.
That is a ball game.
And that is another first down for Prince George. This game is slightly just pulling more and more out of Thomas Dale's hands. And
with them having no more timeouts. Look, they're already celebrating on the sidelines. They are excited over there. They're going to take a couple of knees here, and they're going to take this game home and go home 5-2.
Prince George coming out of here 5-2. Dale's going to drop to 4-3, and
Still
little heated down there. Tempers are high.
So.
Looks like we might be. Refs get in there and sort it out. I imagine that's probably going to happen on the next one.
I think he was a little upset. I don't know if you saw the quarterback there when he took that knee. Whoever that middle linebacker was went and pushed hard. I think they were like, man, it's over. You know, slow it down.
Prince George is probably coming out here to take their final knee of the night to go home victorious with a 23-20 score.
This game lived up to what we were expecting. We've anticipated this game all year long.
I anticipated a battle. I did anticipate a little bit more on the scoring side. And Prince George takes their final knee, and they go to the sidelines to celebrate. And there goes the cooler.
Oh, my gosh. I do not want to be that guy.
Oh, it is
with
cold
this
out there
30-degree
now.
Weather. But they are excited. Oh, my gosh.
Thomas Dale lining up already to shake some hands. Prince George still out there jumping and celebrating. Well-earned
Rightfully
victory.
so, though.
Well-earned victory.
Rightfully so, because, again, you're talking about two teams that needed this win to make sure they solidify their playoff spot. And I think, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this just solidified Prince George's. And, I mean, they go against, next week they play Petersburg, who has a losing record. They do go on to play Hopewell, who is one of the best teams in the state right now. And then they play Meadowbrook, who, again, just isn't that great. So, I mean, they
got hurt.
They could end this season, you know, take it. They pull off the Petersburg and Meadowbrook. I mean, that's a 7-3 season. Going into the playoffs, you feel good about that. And, you know, Thomas Dale, their hopes are not gone. They still have, you know, 3 more games coming. Again, they play Matoaka, Granby, and Dinwiddie. So, again, they're probably another 7-3.
They hopeful.
Or, sorry, 7-3. Or
7-3.
yeah, 7-3.
If they win out, that'll be a 7-3 record to match Prince George. Matoaka is probably going to be their hardest fight out of that. I don't know. It was a really good game, though.
It was. I lived up. So come and see it or watch us next week when we take on Petersburg at home. And that's all I've got for tonight.
That is it. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.